Hello, my name is Marshall Wilson, and I was a quality assurance intern at Treehouse Private Brands. And at the factory I work at, we make cookies. So the pros that I weighed upon in deciding whether I wanted this internship or not was, did I want a management team that I already knew? Did I want to work with employees that I already knew? Um, did I want to work at a place that had potential and I could see myself going there someday? And since I had worked there for about 3 months in the winter time, I already knew that the place had plenty of potential and I could improve it so much if I just put my heart to it. And so that was the main motivating factor in me getting or applying for the internship. The other thing was location. Um, Work is nice, but according to studies that have been shown, happiness and commute time are are related. And so I didn't want a very long commute because the more you commute, the less happy you are, and so that could affect how my internship turned out. And honestly, the worst con that I could come up with is I might not like cookies anymore, and which I mean everyone can deal without cookies. Obtaining the internship was a relatively funny process. My the new plant manager comes up to me and introduces herself, and she asked me what I want from this company, and I said, well, I would like an internship. She's like, well, I can see what I could do there, and so I followed up with Brent, the plant controller, who was in my ward, and I had him give the my resume to HR and to Karen, and to see what they thought I'd be perfect for the internship. And well, yes, I was, because I did get it. But some few things that I learned is keep it keep it simple, stupid. Honestly, the more simple things are, the less confused everyone else will be. For example, I was giving a presentation to management about overweight loss and the potential things that they had. And before, I had each line, and I had each cookie on each line, and I had each overweight percentage that each cookie had, and the amount of savings that they would cause. But obviously, that was too much information, and that was pointed out to me by my boss, who I had reviewed the presentation before I gave it. And he said to cut things out, to make it as simple as possible, because as simple as possible is as powerful as possible. And in order to come up with the conclusion that I had, I needed to use statistics and operations and production management courses to get me by. I had to use a control chart to find what was outside the natural range, and it was what I could assign to unnatural causes. And so we found out for one of the lines that they're losing about $250,000 to unnatural causes, while another line they're losing about $200,000 to natural causes, which is a problem. How does this affect my future plans? Well, I've accomplished some of my plans, but honestly, um, my plans were to work for 3 different Fortune 500 companies, or intern for them actually. But having had this job and experience, I wouldn't mind working for Treehouse Foods for all 3 internships, because I know what type of employees they are, I know what type of management they have, and I know that there's a lot of potential for me to succeed. And the same advice is the same thing that I learned is keep it simple. But also that means keeping it simple in your work routine. Don't make more work for yourself than you have to. Make a schedule for yourself to follow. I I I finished the projects that I liked most, and then I skipped out on the other projects for a couple weeks. And it turned out that it was really boring. after I finished all the projects that I liked. So pace yourself.